being a mother is one of the most fulfilling and amazing jobs on the planet. Everybody says that. But being an amazing mother means putting yourself first.
It's important that you actually have a better you, a healthy you, to be able to give back.
The priority has got to be making sure you give your children the best start you possibly can and build a strong family foundation, because everything really begins from there. It's definitely the ability to give my children as much as I would have in terms of time. It is very difficult to find that balance. And I always say that you have seasons, different seasons, where it may be incredibly intense at work for a period of time, but you have to make sure that you give that time back to your family.
I think it's that balance between the important moments in your personal life, in your children's lives, and knowing that when you go out there to be a working mom, to be a CEO, that you're also still doing something for your child, even if you miss those first steps.
I think one of my biggest challenges is also raising my children single-handedly. But at the same time, I've been very fortunate to have an amazing support system. I just created a She Village. And basically, I have these amazing women who are part of my community, who look after my children when I'm traveling. You know, we're living in a digital space, so my girlfriends or my friends are sending me videos of them or sending me little voice messages, etc. So it's as if I'm kind of catching up on what is happening to them as I'm away.
Early in my career, it was incredibly painful when one of my bosses, actually a woman, said to me, if you want to succeed in media, you need to understand that your husband has now become the father and mother of your children. And I remember thinking to myself, as long as I'm alive and breathing, that will never be the reality. I am the mother of my children. And I made some hard decisions that there was a red line I was going to draw between what I was willing to give the office and how much space I was willing for them to take from my family.
I think the most important thing about this conversation that we're having about working mothers is, can we involve them in the conversations? What are some of the things they're worried about? And how do we create environments that can actually help them feel supported? Because at the end of the day, it's good for our bottom line.
For me, it's really simple. Society is built around families. Communities are built around families. If we get family wrong, everything starts to fall apart. Things do not work. And for me, the corporates need to understand that the first responsibility of their workers is to family. And if they have everything working well in the family space, they can be far more productive in the corporate space.